Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T-54. It's the Soviet Tier 9 medium tank, and it's located on the south spawn of Steppes under the command of the Bassman from Hell. And I do believe that this is an encounter battle. So they've started off at the encounter spawn points. And what can I tell you about the T-54? Well, it's based on the chassis of a T-44.
Let's get this show on the road.
But it's got a 100mm gun. It's got wicked sloped armour at the front. Really good sloped armour. But it's got terrible gun depression. Only -5 degrees. It's the ultimate flanking medium tank, you might say. It was actually the first main battle tank that the Soviets produced. And it's actually the most produced tank in history. They built more T-54s than any other tank ever built. So it's very widely exported. Oh, teammates on fire. Help, help, somebody put the fire out. Yep, T-25 pilot on fire. Okay. Now it's got only two real weak points, which is those two twin turrets on the back, on the top of the vehicle. They're very difficult to hit, as you can see. There's not much of them. But they are the weak points, and the baseman's taking himself off to the cap area. I think he's going to try and make sure that the enemy doesn't get the cap, and or possibly defend it. Now, there's no sign of the enemy yet, but they might still be up there behind that rock or behind the bushes at the far end. We just don't know yet. They haven't opened fire, so we can't tell. He's just shaking his reticule to get a clean shot, and here's the first customer. Batch at 25 ton. He got a hit him, 284, but took a round for 297 back. And remember, the batch chat is quite a nasty little French medium tank, and he's gone down because he got double tapped. He was killed by the T-51, which was near us, so we got some help there. Unfortunately, elsewhere on the battlefield, we lost our Type 4 Heavy. Okay, looks like Baseman's going to try and push up. Oh, Object 2684. Yeah, he's double checking whether or not he wants to push. But he might as well act as spotter for his team. And so he's going around the corner and he's trying to outflank this 268. That's one of the great things about the T-54. As I said, it's actually very good. And he got a fire there. He's got a fire. And that 268's burning away like mad. Obviously got no fire extinguisher. And probably got a very poorly trained crew, because he's now down to 36% of his health. But Baseman did take a shot there from a Pershing, which is further up the battlefield on in the bushes. Going for a shot on the 268 on the front, not very wise. Now we've got a penetration of 320mm. Oh, sorry, 219mm and 320 alpha. With heat round, he can go up to 330mm and 320 alpha. So he has got the ability to penetrate quite a few enemy tanks. But obviously, being a very fast tank, the T-54 can outflank the enemy most of the time and get around the sides of them and dispose of them that way. His top speed's 56 kilometers an hour forward, 20 backwards. But it's very manoeuvrable, very fast. Just got to remember, you've got no gun depression at all, really, so to speak, and therefore you have to take that into account. Fires around at the KV-4 who fired at him, and whoa! Somebody got a fire on the KV-4, and he's trying to get another round in. Oh, he got it that time, and he got a second fire, and this time it burned him to death. So he's definitely picked up an arse in this match. That was very handy. 2 fires in a row, but that's Russian tanks for you. If they get their fuel tanks hit and they're set alight, then they are very easily set alight a second time. And if they've got no fire extinguisher, they're toast. Quite literally. Okay, there's a Pershing. The one that hit him earlier fires around him, gets a hit for 301. Now that's a low roll. Just remember, it's got 320 damage. And that Pershing's still got plenty of health, so he needs to be careful, but he's still got plenty himself. But he's just testing the limits. They've got 3 tanks up on the enemy at the moment. Oh, that was a good shot. And he bounced around for 240 from the Pershing. And that again shows that the front armour of the T-54 is very, very good indeed. It's very well angled. It manages to bounce a lot of shots. He fires around there, it goes through the... it hits the top armour on the turret, and unfortunately it doesn't go through. And now he's facing that Object 2684, and I don't think he's too happy about that. He's trying to stay below this rise, and that forces the enemy tanks to expose themselves to the fire of the guys who are behind him. And that T69 guy is coming around the corner, trying to outflank him, and he has outflanked him, but he's been taken out there. Okay, there's the 268, and he's very low on health. Are we going for the weak spot? Oh no, remember, no gun depression. Very low gun depression. He's tracked the 268, that's good. Hold him in place, go for the kill shot. Oh, instead he had to go for the Pershing, who moved forward, but the Pershing's gone down, taken out by the Udes. Is actually, I think, to the side, or is he behind us? No, he's actually behind us. Okay, the 268's now obscured by this wreck, so we can move up using the wreck as cover. Oh, unfortunately 257 just took out his teammate. Oh, that means that, or rather the 257 took out his teammate. That means the Object 2684 has now got a lucky medal, but he's very unlucky because he's just got killed. So that's another kill for the baseman. And he's moving forward. There are very few tanks left. In fact, there's only 1 tank left on the enemy team. And that's the Jagdpanther 2. And our guys are now moving into the cap. Oh, there's the Jagdpanther 2. We've got him by the ass. Now it's a bit of impromptu. And he's not tracking him. He's actually just going for the engine bay. Oh, he just got totally nuked by the FV4005, who wiped him out with that one shot. But anyway, the end of the battle, and let's have a look at the end of the battle stats. It's a first-class tanker for the baseman from hell in the T-54. He also picked up a spotter badge for allowing his team to do at least 1,000 hit points of damage to enemy tanks that he was spotting. An arsonist badge for setting fire to that KV-4 and blowing him up that way. A fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. And a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 7 in that battle. So let's have a look at the win 8. It was 5-6-6-5. Very nice. So let's have a look at team scores. Well, he managed to get the highest damage on his team. He didn't get the highest damage overall though. That went to the Leopard 1. He managed to pick up the high caliber and a tanker sniper by picking up 5,660 hit points of damage during the battle. Then came Baseman with 3,926 hit points, followed by the FV4005. He managed to get 3,209, and he also picked up a Top Gun during that battle as well. So in a sense, actually, it's a good thing that he did actually get that last kill, because that enabled him to complete his Top Gun. When it comes to kills, obviously, yes, the FV4005 comes top with 6. Then comes the Leopard 1 with 4 kills. Then comes Spaceman with 2. The Centurion 5-1, who was accidentally wiped out by his own teammate. And did the Object 2684 get the lucky medal? I'm not sure he did. It doesn't show, but that doesn't necessarily mean he didn't get it. I think it's more than likely he did, because I think that Centurion was very close to the Object 2684 when, unfortunately, the 257 managed to team kill him by mistake. Very unfortunate that, but was it the 257? Not sure who actually did do the team damage now, but anyway, whoever it was who team damaged him, it may have been, well, one of the other players anyway on his team who took him out accidentally. But when it comes to base XP, it's the baseman who managed to get the highest amount. He managed to get 1,168 base XP, followed by the FV4005 with 934, and then the Centurion 5-1 who managed to get 901. So let's have a look at details. Well, he fired 15 rounds from that 100mm gun. He got 13 direct hits, 10 penetrations. Fairly good accuracy for a gun, especially when he was moving about rather rapidly, trying to avoid getting hit by those rather nasty tanks on the enemy team. He did damage of 3,926 hit points. He received 7 hits from the enemy. 4 of them were penetrations, 3 were non-penetrations, and those rounds bounced off the armour at the front because, of course, as I said, the T-54 has got very well angled front armour. He blocked damage of 780 hit points during the battle. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did damage assistance of 1,163 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 69,402 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he still took away 40,191 credits. He earned 1,752 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 3,504 experience points altogether. And I think it was a particularly good battle. There wasn't really any epic medals in the battle, but it was a good battle for a T-54, and obviously it was a nice explanation to the T-54 and how good it is, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing more T-54 games from the Bassman in the near future. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.